Hi guys, welcome back to Finding Your Indie. I'm Bonnie Paulson.
And I'm Andy Stevens.
And we are here today with a Random Fact Thursday. And I think it's fair to say that we are going to be pushing one of our most favorite products today. There is no affiliate link on this. They don't have an affiliate program. And why would they? They're amazing. But we love it so much that we wanted to make sure and share it. A lot of people ask us how we do some of the things that we do. This is one of the ways that we do it. Mandy and I both love it. In fact, both are like,
yeah, right. Ad Espresso is my bae.
Yeah, exactly. We love Ad Espresso. So it's Ad Espresso. What'd you say?
I said, Ad Espresso is my bae. I'm like, I don't know if people say that anymore.
I don't know.
I like it a lot.
Yes, I do too. So we're going to show you some of the reasons why we like Ad Espresso. What we're first going to do is we're going to go into one of my ad accounts in my Ad Espresso account. You can add as many accounts as you want, Facebook and Google Analytics or Google Ads. So you can add as many as you want. I'm just going to show you one of mine inside Ad Espresso because we do have privacy things in place for clients. So we're not going to show you anything that's going to cross with clients. If anything comes up where a client name might show, then we will actually blur it out. So just to make sure that you're aware of what's happening, you can add multiple accounts to this. So if you are running an agency like we do, this is something you might consider using. It's a great tool. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to share screen and we're going to jump right into Ad Espresso. Something to keep in mind is with Ad Espresso, it's a ad aggregator. So it's actually where you go in, you create ads, and you can actually look at the data inside of the Ad Espresso dashboard and platform versus being inside Facebook. So whenever someone's like, hey, how do you do this in Facebook? I'm like, oh, I hate going into Facebook. I don't want to do it in Facebook. Facebook changes all the time. If you've noticed, everything about their platform, there's changes and tweaks, and you can find things today, but you can't find things tomorrow, and you can't find things last week, and it's all over the place. When you use an aggregator like Ad Espresso, what happens is their platform does not change. It makes allotments and it takes into account, okay, Facebook made these changes, whatever, but the user here, it doesn't change. So our user experience stays very fresh. So as you can see, there was something, then we'll talk about this when we create another ad. There's something here that says check new Facebook requirements for ads targeting Europe. You get a friendly little notification, and this reminds you every time you go in and create a new campaign. You actually see this and it reminds you to do it. And it's actually because there was a change inside Facebook, which it's really hard to find it inside the Facebook dashboard, but it's really easy to find it here. So we're going to walk you through all those things. Here's what a dashboard looks like. Again, this is just for some of my stuff. We're just going to scroll down. You can actually see the average click through, the average cost per click, your clicks, impressions, spend. I have it over last 30 days instead of anything else. I prefer last 30 days. Shows you a graph. Shows you spend, pause. You can see all campaigns. Here's another one where you can create them. Then you can actually check out your audience inspector. This is where you can actually come in and you can see your data. This is very similar to how Facebook does it, where you can see the data in there, but it puts it into this nice little graph, and it's just easier just to see. Then what you would have is you have the best period. So we have, this actually would tell you if you're going to be doing day parting at all. This is where you would come to find out, oh, Wednesdays are my best days, or Fridays are a really good day. So you can actually see when your better performing ads are, and timelines and whatever. Top performing ads, it's not going to show me any ads right now because I just started a bunch of ads in my own accounts. So it's not going to show you here, but normally it will show you a card that looks like the ad itself, and then it will show you what the data is assigned to that ad. So that's that. Okay, so we could actually go into my campaigns here, and this is the dashboard, like I said. This is the Facebook dashboard. I have my Google ads. We're not going to go into there. We're just talking about Facebook ads today. But it would show you my Google Ads information. So you come in here, we can see all the data. You can click on, these are campaigns. Everything in Ad Espresso is organized by campaign, and then it creates its own ad set inside that campaign. You can do multiple ad sets if you want, but it's easier just to keep everything separated and compared out. Okay, so we're just going to start a new campaign so you can see some of the really great tools. So new campaign. You can use some of these before and it will just copy all of the things. I'm going to do a test, make testing. There you go. It says it for the ad account. You don't need to worry about any of this, but you can. Websites, clicks, conversions. You can promote your website. You can promote your posts, whatever you want to do. I don't usually do the post promotion. I'm doing website clicks and conversions. Coming down, if you are a direct seller, you sell direct from your site, you would use external website. This is what you also use for standard traffic ads. So you would do this one. Lead generation is if you're using lead gen, obviously, if you're doing some lead gen ads to get some, like, do some downloads and stuff, whatever. I don't use these other ones. I don't think they're appropriate for authors, but they would be really good for other brands, other style of brands. So I would click that, leave it there, and I would go to proceed. Then what I would do is I would pick a page. So I'm going to actually pause. I'm actually going to skip ahead. Okay. So I'm going to pick out my page that I've assigned. I'm going to assign this ad to. You don't need to do this one unless you're actually business partners with someone. Then you're going to pick you're going to do a headline. Now, this is very similar to dynamic creatives inside of Facebook, but it's not the same. The reason it's not the same is, well, there's quite a few things, but you get to pick you get a 50 variation of ads. And then we're going to do test. And I'm going to do another headline, test 2. Okay, then what you're going to do is you would put and I'm just going to put in one more kiss blurb, and I'll do one more, and we're going to do one more. Oops. How about Forbidden Trails? Okay. So you'd put in your different, like maybe your blurb or whatever, but you would put in your different primary texts. These are your primary texts. Then you would come in and you can choose videos or pictures. I would do some pictures. So let's pick some pictures. We'll just pick a couple.
And also it has an amazing media library of its own. So you don't have to dig through your own pictures again. So, like if I have an account just for myself, I can go through my pictures that I've uploaded for other ads. It's really wonderful.
Yes, that's a good point. So yeah, and if you've previously uploaded, I just don't want to pick the galleries because we have images.
Yeah, client stuff in there. So
yeah, I don't want to do that. You can also design an ad inside Canva. It actually connects to Canva, so which is really great.
It's so cool.
Yeah, I know, it's so fun. Okay, so here you have these. I'm just going to put those in there as examples. Then you would put your link. So I'm just going to grab one. And as you can see, it says that I'm going to have 80 out of 50 variations. Then I would do my link description, and you're going to do whatever you're going to do. You do your call to action. And then what I would do is, so Instagram ads are great, but they do jack up the cost of your Facebook ads. So if you're going to do Instagram ads, do them separate from your Facebook ads. So you're going to come down here, and this is for placement. Remember how everybody's like, oh, I don't know what to pick. All you do is you pick desktop feed, the first 2, and you turn off from Instagram down. All of these suckers get turned off because it'll keep them cheaper. When you select right column on the desktop, it jacks up the price of all of your ads, not just the ones that are shown on the desktop, not just the right column. What it does is it's like, oh, they want to be shown to right column. So everything goes up. You're not going to have as high a conversion on the right side. Then you can pick your Facebook pixels. If you're doing direct sales, this is where you would select your Facebook pixel events for your direct conversion ads. This one right here tracks with Google campaigns. And then you can also add extra options to your URLs. When you're running a standard traffic ad, you don't select these. Then what you do is if you're like, oh man, I've only got 8 ads, I can go up to 50. You can add more images. You can add more text. You can do anything on the test. See those? So that's what you would do. Then we would click proceed, and it gives you little warnings like this guy. So it gives you warnings. So I'm just going to grab the United States. You are going to do whatever you're going to do. I'm not actually showing how I set up ads. This is just what you would do, but you can select your language. You can select female. You can do ages. You can do your detailed targeting, and you can narrow as tightly as you want to. I'm just going to pick, because again, we're not setting up an ad. We're just showing you the options that are in here. Why we like it so much, I don't know. Sure. And then you can do custom audiences if you have some already, but this is how, it's really quick. And then what you do, and it will give you suggestions, just like Facebook does, but everything's nice and fast and tight. What do you want to test? I don't want to test anything. You can test them. You can test anything you want, but I don't usually. Then you click proceed. Then this is what happens is you get to the payment page. This is, usually what's set up in your ad set area in Facebook. So usually you have to decide this beforehand, but this sets it up all in such a way that it's just bam, 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 create the ads. So it goes the opposite direction. So you pick how much you want. You want to pick if you're using the campaign budget. You can schedule your ad set to start and stop. You can choose automatic optimization. This is where remember this green guy right here? This is where it is. Yes, my ad set targets audiences. It gives you a nice blue thing. It reminds you put in what you're supposed to be doing. You can pick how you want to pay. And then you hit proceed, and that's it. You hit proceed, publish to Facebook, and you're done. It's a nice, fast way to actually, I'm going to come in and I'm going to actually show you what it does. So dynamic creatives in Facebook is kind of like you have to stumble around a little bit.
And the most important thing is you can't shut individual ads off. Whereas
Right.
here you can shut individual ads off.
Yes, exactly. So we're going to come in here and I've messed with this is one of my testing things. So I says I have 50 ads. You can see up here, I've paused 38 and I've got 12 running. Well, you can come in here and you can see those. I created them with this style of dynamic creatives, but it's not the Facebook style. This is ads. Ad Espresso creates the individual ads, just like Mandy said. And each one has its own appearance. This is what it looks like. I can actually see the ad. I can see the details here. Mine never loads because of my internet, but I can actually go into it. I can edit the creative for that one ad if I want, make the changes. And then if I hit proceed, it'll say, do you just want to change it to this one? Or do you want to make a change to all of them? So if I mess up the link, I can put this link in here and it'll fix it for all of them. Yes, I know Facebook can do that too, but it doesn't necessarily do it on a granular level like this does. So I can come in here, as you can see, I've turned off a ton. I'll come in and I can look, I can see CPC, CTR, how much have I spent? What's the clicks? How many have I seen? And you can still pick and choose how you want your columns, what you want to see. And then you can actually add a new ad set inside of this. If that's what you wanted to do, is to do a completely new ad set. This is where you would do that, not on the campaign level, but on this level right here. Okay. So as you can see, we're huge fans of Ad Espresso and there's a lot, and the learning curve is not very high.
No, it's super easy. I have ADD, so the way everything's laid out is super simple for me. Right. I can go in and just get what I need really quick. Whereas I get into Facebook, sometimes I'm like, whoa, there's so much there.
Yes. When Ad Espresso was down because it was doing, what's it called? Updates or something. And they do them like once a year. I mean, it was scheduled out. It was like, hey, we're going to be down for one day, this period. So make us, and they let us know for like 3 months. So I knew it was happening, but then I had a client who was like, I really need this. I forgot to give you the information. Can you get this started? And I was like, yes. And I had to go into Facebook and I was like, my soul is shriveling up. And I kept forgetting what I was doing because I was in there. And I was like, oh, I've got to go get this. Oh, I've got to go get this because my ad library wasn't available in there. Like there's a lot of stuff. And it was like, oh my gosh, this is exhausting. It took me like 2 hours to get the stupid campaign set up when in here it's 5 minutes. I mean, you saw me click, 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 click.
I was going to say I had to go in and make adjustments to something and I couldn't do it through Ad Espresso. And it took me like an hour and a half because I had to do every individual ad, how you showed where you could just make that change pop. And then my eyes were getting crossed. I'm like, oh my gosh, did I do this one yet?
Yeah. Did I do this one? Did I rename it? Did I,
so I'm having to make notes of numbers that I did. And another thing I love about Espresso is, let's say something gets rejected. Like there was a cuss word in it, because it happens sometimes, and it'll let you know, it won't even send it to
I love
Facebook.
that because
it says, hey, you can't use this word. And so
exactly. And another to go along with that, because once you get to Facebook, if you have too many rejections, they flag your account. Sometimes it shuts down your account. It's not good. So when Ad Espresso gives you that heads up, it's like, oh, okay, it's more like a gateway. Oh, okay, it's protecting me. I get it. So I love Ad Espresso. People are like I said, there's no affiliate on it. We don't make any money. We just are trying to help people here. And that's what we use. It does get kind of pricey if you start to spend up too much. So we're in like the highest plan because we have a whole bunch of accounts set to it.
I think for an individual, it's only like $50 a month though. And that's very doable, I think it's well worth it. Yeah.
Yeah. The ease of it to use these tools. It's all about saving time and money. And that's actually helped save a ton. So you go into Facebook. The only time that I'll go into Facebook now, into the actual ad account area is to download the reports because I upload them to reader links or AHS. They have a really cool importer though in AHS where you can click the button and you click the button and it imports the ad data into your AHS account. So I don't even actually technically have to go in. There's a few clients
I don't do that anymore.
I know. So I was like, I go in there, download the reports. But that's usually the only time I'm in there. So it's actually really nice. And you have to when you create the lead gen forms, it's easier if you make them inside Facebook. So it's not easier, but it's better because it just makes it easier for me. I just like to, but you can do whatever floats your boat. So, so we did it. Okay. That was another one. That was a random facts, just so you know, that's one that we love. So if you have any questions about Ad Espresso, we are not experts, but we will definitely try.
And you can ask us in our Hive Mind group or the free group.
Yeah. We are teaching some things in the hive mind. So it's good. And we just had our Facebook ads analytics course come out.
AI and marketing.
Yes, AI and marketing. That's fun course. Yes, it's going to be awesome. So that one just came
Make
out
your
too.
life a lot easier.
Yeah, exactly. Makes all the
I
things
should probably
easier.
add espresso to it too.
Yeah, one more tool to make life a little easier. So, and remember, not all of our stuff is like we would recommend for everybody. So if you're like really beginning and you only have like 1 or 2 books out or 1 series out, this might not be the tool for you. But it is something for you to start thinking about when you do start running ads and stuff. What's going to save you time and get you where you have time to write, which is what you should be focusing on because you're an author, right? So if you're off and you're sitting here focusing 5 hours a day on your marketing and you're not able to actually do very much work on your writing, you need to flip that. And that's what Espresso has done for us. It's given us more time so we can work on more clients and we can actually work on more stuff like ours. And we are actually able to get that out there versus 2 hours to create 1 campaign. I know, it's crazy. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, put them down below, hit like and subscribe, and we would love to see you in our next go round. Don't forget to join our free Facebook group and sign up for any of our account audits. We got stuff all over the place. So join us.
Lots of freebies down below
lots
too.
Of freebies, yeah. So join us, and we look forward to seeing you in the author world.